Okay, this evening's meditation is going to be a meditation called Noticing Your Helpers. So just getting into a comfortable meditation posture then, first of all, whatever's comfortable for you, setting yourself up in the usual way. So just taking the time to get yourselves comfortable. So if you're, I'm going to guide this as if you're sitting. So feet flat on the floor, dignified posture. So not sitting up ramrod straight or slouching down either. Just resting your hands in your lap. So you don't want to be crossing your hands or crossing your fingers or anything. So just either placing your palms and facing down and resting them on your legs, or some people like to sort of face them upwards. Just taking your attention to your feet to start off with, and just noticing the connection with your feet. Flat on the floor, noticing the connection to the earth, just getting a sense of feeling grounded. Taking your attention to your sitting bones, noticing the points where your sitting bones make contact with the chair that you're resting on, or whatever surface that you're resting on. On your next out breath, just allowing your shoulders to drop a little further away from your ears, letting any tension drop away. And then taking your attention to your breathing. So just noticing what your breathing is like right now. Just a little reminder, in mindfulness meditation, we're not trying to breathe in any particular way. We're just noticing what your breathing is like. So you're not trying to change anything. So just following your breath all the way in. And then all the way back out again. The quality of our breath can often be an indicator of our emotional state. So let's just take a few moments just to check in with ourselves. So if your breathing is quite shallow and quite quick, often there's perhaps a sense of a little bit of stress going on, or you might have been rushing around, maybe feeling anxious. So again, you're not intentionally trying to change it, you're just noticing what it's like. Just being curious about it. And if you're noticing that your breathing is deeper, breathing into your belly, they're the more calming breaths that trigger the parasympathetic nervous system. So the chances are, if you are breathing deeply, then the chances are you are feeling quite relaxed. So just noticing what's showing up for you this evening. And just being okay with whatever it is that's showing up. So not judging it in any way. Just being curious about it. And as we're just arriving in this practice this evening, just having a check-in with yourselves. What's your energy levels like this evening? Noticing what your mood is like, or what emotions are present for you, depending on what sort of day you've had or what's going on for you. And then noticing your thoughts as well. So what's going on in your mind this evening? So just being an observer of your thoughts. Just observing what's going on. So is your mind like a busy motorway with thought buses racing all over the place? Or is it more like a slow country lane? It's just the odd thought bus just ambling along. And remembering that there's no right or wrong. Also remembering that meditation isn't about having an empty mind. It's impossible for us to empty our minds. Our minds do wander. We do get caught up in our thoughts. So it's just about observing and just noticing what's going on. And if you do find that during the meditation your attention gets taken away at any point and you find yourself being caught up in thoughts, Just remembering that it's a magical moment of awareness in mindfulness, just noticing that your attention has wandered. Just gently guide your attention back to your breathing, back to any other part of your body that is comfortable for you. So then just taking your attention back to your breathing for a few moments. And just taking a few deeper breaths. And as you breathe out, just allowing any tension to drop away. Just allowing yourself to settle into your seat, giving your weight up to gravity, allowing that chair to support you. Breathing all the way in. And then all the way back out again. And just allowing the energy of the mind to settle as well. And taking the time to settle into the practice. Noticing the lungs inflating on your next in-breath. And then deflating on the out-breath. What does that feel like? Just being curious. Now, what does breathing actually feel like? Where do you feel it? What sensations are there in the lungs as you breathe in? And then as you breathe out again. On the next in-breath, maybe noticing the rise of the rib cage as you breathe in, and it falling away as you breathe out. Our breathing is often likened to the waves of a beach, where the tide flows in and then flows back out again. Sometimes we get in the way and we try to resist the breath, and we might hold it or push it away. So just noticing, or if you do notice you do have a tendency to hold your breath, just intentionally following the breath all the way back out again. Just allowing it to be like the waves on the beach, allowing it to flow in, and then allowing it to flow back out again. So now that we've settled into the practice, I'm just going to invite you to invite in people that help you. So this practice is about noticing our helpers. So just bring into mind anyone who's ever helped you in your life. So just taking some time just to, so not really searching for it, but just whatever comes into your awareness. And this might be somebody that is helping you now, or it might be people that have helped you in the past. And as you remember each one that comes into your awareness, just inviting them to sit in the sky just somewhere in front of you. Depending whether you're a visual person, you might be able to actually picture this as an image. If not, just getting a sense of it. And inviting you then just to observe them there, just looking down and smiling upon you, right here and right now. And an invitation to perhaps remember all the way back to your upbringing, to your mother and your father perhaps, or your family, or other people who helped raise you if it wasn't your parents. Or if your relationship wasn't sort of great with your parents, as it, for some people it isn't always, just anybody who helped to raise you that had a positive effect on you, anybody that helped you in any way. Maybe it was a teacher, or a neighbour, or a family member. And just recalling who he was who taught you the most basic survival skills in life. It's something we don't often appreciate. So who was it that taught you to eat? How to brush your teeth? How to tie your shoes? Who was it that were your early teachers? Maybe it was a sibling. And then an invitation to recall all the traditional teachers and helpers that were in your life. So remembering who taught you how to read. How to critically think. And who taught you how to ask questions or to wonder about life and be curious about it? And where did that come from? Who encouraged that in you? And then inviting in those who walk by non-traditional roles. So as someone you know who helped you by simply being an example or a listener, or someone who's been an inspiration to you, inviting those in as well. And then maybe there have been helpers in your life who appear to you in challenging ways, forceful or wrathful even. But there still might have been something to have learned from them. And if you'd like to, you don't have to, it's just an invitation if you want to invite them into, to sit up there with the other people smiling down on you. And then inviting in anyone else who deserves a place of honour, anyone whose life has changed the course of yours. Anyone who has contributed to who you are, who's made you the person that you are today. And when they are up there, feeling their presence, maybe seeing them smiling upon you, being proud of you, loving you, and feeling their support and their love and their care for you. And inviting you to visualize that love and support and care as rays of light that are shining down on you. And allowing those rays of light to seep into your body and feel its warmth. Allowing that light to infuse your body so that you feel the warmth of that light both within you and like a blanket surrounding you as well. Just allowing your body to be held by all of that love and kindness. And inviting you to recognize where it is that you are right now. So here, meditating, continuing to grow, continuing to learn, walk in the path of self-improvement. And also recognizing how precious and special that is and how rare that is. We often say that it's rare for people to be really sort of embedding everything that we learn in these sessions. And we recognize sometimes, don't we, that this is a special place for us. So just recognizing how special this journey is. Recognizing how each one of your helpers has somehow contributed to that journey. Contributed to your arrival right here, right now. As you feel their warmth shining down on you, just remembering that you are never alone and that these helpers in some sense are always with you. Feeling their warmth in your heart in particular. Inviting you to generate a deep sense of gratitude for each of your helpers. Gratitude for all of the light that's shining down upon you. For all of the light that's seeping into your body and your heart. And an invitation to send some of that light back out to your helpers, from your heart to theirs. And in your own words, just saying a thank you to your helpers. And as you thank them, send the light from your heart, smiling back upon them as they smile down at you. And then visualizing each and every one of your helpers and all of the light that's surrounding them, dissolving into one bright shining ball of gold. A globe of pure light, vibrant and glowing. And then seeing if you can just feel that light slowly descending from the sky above you to the center of your heart. And as it comes into your heart, feeling this warmth. See Mike saying that he can't hear me. I lost sound a minute ago. I had to rejoin. Can you hear me now, Mike?
Laura, I can hear you.
You can hear me, so it's just Mike that can't hear me, is it, Diane?
I don't know, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm messaging. Okay, seems just to be right. Okay. Okay, let's just take a few minutes of silent meditation and I'll just message that to Then just bringing your attention back into the room, having said thank you to all of your helpers and allowing them to recede away. Taking that sense of gratitude and connection with them with you into the rest of the evening, the rest of your days. And then when you're ready, coming back, and I'll just message Mike to let him know if